Hey, welcome to Arbor Digital. Update from the force. This is going to be an Adobe event-centric update from the force, because there's 4 Adobe events that are coming up in rapid succession that you should be aware of. So I'm going to tell you about them here. So first off, on February the 10th, Wednesday, February 10th, Adobe's putting on an event in Atlanta. It's an in-person event in Atlanta called the Adobe AI Forum. This is a strategic centered event for decision makers, but also technologists, on what the new AI capabilities Adobe has to offer, because they've got a bunch of new product categories that simply didn't exist before last year's summit, and now they've gotten a chance to be put into action. You're going to have 3 different customers that are going to be giving their stories on the use of these tools. One of them is Microsoft, there's IBM, and there is Home Depot. So that's going to be an exciting event. I'm going to put the link for the event in the description. Absolutely hope to see you there. I'll be there alongside fellow AEM champion Wilson Farr, who has used some of these tools. So he'll be there to talk about it. Next up, the very following day is an AEM user group that we're going to be putting on in Cary, North Carolina at the SAS campus. So this is going to be hosted by Jump Statistical Discovery. Now, Jump, as you may or may not know, was the very first Adobe customer internationally to go live with a site powered by document authoring, or Edge Delivery Author, as you'll soon see a lot more about in the coming months. So one of our presenters at this forum is, is Moral Timko, who's a senior software engineer at Jump. But based on the fact that Jump was the first to go live with this, she actually is, without any hyperbole, the most experienced tech lead in the world on running a site based on DA. So you're going to want to hear what she has to say. She's designed some really genuinely cool automation tools for DA, which kind of showcase the power and customizability of the DA user interface and what can be done when you're dealing with lots and lots of lightweight, very easy to manipulate documents, as opposed to the Java content repository. So that's one speaker. I'll be speaking as well. Subject of my talk is going to be all the things that you may have missed when being distracted with AI. Adobe's got a whole bunch of really genuinely cool tools that really have nothing to do with AI. They have everything to do with all the optimizations you can make to your site now that you are not self-hosting servers. So things like edge workers and configurable CDNs, optimizations to AEM assets and so forth, that you're going to want to hear about should you be interested in designing a next generation platform based on Adobe's most recent toy. So that is going to be in person on the 11th of Feb. Please come. Love to see you there. Then next, a week afterwards, we're going to have a AEM Champions Office Hours, which is going to be Wednesday the 18th. The subject of this is going to be AEM Sites Optimizer. AEM Sites Optimizer is a new solution that really rolled out at Adobe Summit last year. It is a whole agentic toolkit and framework around using agents to update and suggest updates both to your content as well as to your code on your site. You can hook into your code repository, you can hook into your content, and it is a relatively limited feature set when it was first launched in Adobe Summit last year. That feature set has grown by leaps and bounds, and it's something that anybody, especially especially AEM sites with a considerable footprint, like high page count sites, are going to be ones that could definitely benefit from something like this, where maintenance becomes a big headache. So that's going to be a office hours. Please bring your questions. We're going to be answering questions live on that. So, and both Wilson and I have experience using Sites Optimizer. So come on to that one. That's Feb 18. And then the last one that I want to talk about is the big daddy, which is Adobe Summit. Adobe Summit is coming up on the, this year it's going to be slightly different format than earlier years. Usually it's a 4-day thing, with the first day being partner day. This year it's going to be slightly different. It's going to be a 3-day thing, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 20th, 21st, 22nd of April. And then April 19th is going to be a pre-session training day. And also, if you sign up, you get a pre-attempt at taking a certification exam. So if you want to do that, show up early. We last year did a pre-Adobe Summit bike ride, and that was a lot of fun. We went out to Hoover Dam. It was a great way to get space before getting jammed into a conference center for the rest of the week. So if you're interested in coming to that, we're absolutely planning on doing it again. We're planning on doing it on Monday. On Sunday morning, before everything gets underway at Summit. Everybody wants to go in there and get their badge, do their pre-conference exams and such. So Adobe Summit, I know it's a few months out, but a few months out is the time to go and ask your superiors for the time and space to be able to go. Also, last but not least, if you're an Adobe customer and are considering going, please ask us, because we may be able to get you discounted tickets. We have a line on some of those, so ask away. No promises, but we know people. So give us a shout if you're planning on going to Summit. We would really love to see you there. That's all I got right now. Just 4 events, unfortunately, but a couple of them I'll be in person. So if you can come, can't wait to see you. Talk to you soon. Show you this drop. Here it goes. Hey, boy.